Hi everybody, my name's Desirae Pillay. I'm the author of the blog A Million Beautiful Pieces. I gave a talk a few weeks ago at an Investment in Self workshop hosted by Nadia Marilia of Tranquil and Tenacious Minds. I promised everyone that I would make a video of that talk, and here we go. I am every woman. I was born with a sprinkling of stardust over me. Many memories of my childhood are of feeling cherished and made to believe that I was destined for great things. But you see, where there is light and glitter, darkness must exist for the light to be seen. I am the woman who grew up in a dysfunctional family. The first lesson I learned was that a woman had enemies everywhere. I watched my mother being beaten and listened with wide-eyed wonder as my father raised me to walk in the path of Mama Winnie Mandela. I was a puppet. I am the woman who was not allowed to own herself. Where chaos exists, so too do opportunists. Before I even attended school, my role as a woman was taught to me. I was a sexual object. I am the woman who carried the secrets of her family like a noose around her neck. I was told, as the eldest, it was my job to take care of the family. I was the fixer. I am the woman who in her teenage years wanted to die. The stardust began to look like ash in the aftermath of a raging forest fire. I wanted anything that wasn't this. The knowledge that my family was a joke. Adultery had her way in our home. As a teenager, it seemed that a reckless relationship and suicide would be better. I was the rebellious teenager. I am the woman who became a mother at 18 years old. A first-year law student, a beauty queen title holder, and a mother. All in about 8 months. I was just another statistic. I'm the woman who had a Kardashian marriage before that was a thing. I was married to the father of my child 2 months after my 18th birthday. I began divorce proceedings 1 month before my 19th birthday. I was a wife, a mother, a survivor of domestic abuse, a single parent, and divorcee. Titles all owned within a year. I was the scandal. I am the woman whose baby was born with a disability. My beautiful daughter, conceived and born from ignorance and heartache, was diagnosed as a person with cerebral palsy, a disability that occurs because of damage to the brain. I was a mother to a child with special needs. I am the woman who found God. In the midst of my despair, as the tornado that was my life story bore down on me, in a quiet chapel in Braamfontein, I found myself staring at the man on the cross. He gave me something then, quietly and without fanfare, just him and I. He gave myself back to me. I became a child of God, a sister in Christ, and a daughter of a king. I was seen and known by I am that I am. I am the woman who fought to be recognized as a mother. When very young women have babies, no one believes that they can care for the baby. In my case, even more challenging was that my eldest was a person with a disability. No one believed that I was best suited to care for her. Everyone else became experts. I was deemed less worthy, less capable, less as a woman and as a mother. I'm the woman who learned that good people do exist and that love is real. I remarried. My husband had one condition. He wanted a whole family, and so he asked that he may give my daughter his last name, knowing full well that for all our lives we will work to take care of her. I became beloved. I'm the woman who, as an adult, watched her parents' marriage finally crumble. As sides were picked and relationships rammed, As blame was thrown and lives collapsed, I stood aghast and bewildered at the level of hate a parent could own. I was an adult with a child's trauma. I'm the woman who had another daughter. She came into my life like a thunderstorm after a drought. Strong, powerful, and beautiful. She demanded I let go of all else and blossom into mom. She wielded her personality around her sister and wove her magic around her father. I watched as my daughters grew and learned alongside each other. I became grateful. I am the woman who battled depression. Childhood trauma becomes a part of you. It binds itself into the fiber of your being. Like many parents, it was hard caring for and nurturing my own girls when I was broken and feeling incapable of doing this job at all, notwithstanding trying to do it well. I was the mother who felt like a failure. I am the woman who found her path. In my persistence to help my daughter with a disability, I learned and I learned some more. In the days when few people had access to internet, I gobbled any information I could get. I learned about using technology to help my daughter to communicate. I became a teacher, a consultant, an assistive technology advisor. I became a hope giver. I'm the mother of a child with multiple disabilities. When she was 8 years old, my daughter was also diagnosed as being autistic. I did not cry. I was glad that finally we had an explanation for the differences we saw in her. I became a warrior mother. I am the woman who was tired. Life was ceaseless in its demands, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically. As the dawning of my 30s approached, I felt worn out, exhausted by being alive. I became disillusioned. I'm the woman who had a son. God's gift to us, like a breath of spring as winter fades. He was undemanding. Just as a cool breeze wafts into a home, he gently entered our lives and propelled me to carry on with life. He taught me that not every life-changing moment is loud and filled with fanfare. I became a seeker of peace. I'm the woman who has danced with death. I was able to overcome my suicidal thoughts. But my dance with death was not over then. Our family were told that our eldest daughter could lose her life because of a medical complication. She underwent a 5-hour operation, in which time I heard myself pray this: Lord, if you must indeed take her, then please do it quietly and without pain. Please spare Michael and I the heartache of deciding to switch off a machine. But please, please do not take her now. We are not ready for that. Her surgery was a success. I'm the woman who learned to have faith. I'm the woman who, despite the odds, managed to not just survive my life, I managed to thrive in it. I understand today that the stardust that my life was sprinkled with when I was born did not turn into ash after a raging fire. Oh, no, no, no. That would not be right. That stardust was only the embers of the fire that was being kindled within me. You see, God gives us each giftings. Some will have it say, easy in this life. That is their gift. Others will have it harder and will struggle. For those of us, if we can hold on but a little longer, we learn that life isn't about easy or hard. It is about rising like a fire, not to burn out or to destroy, but to give warmth and to guide. God needs warriors. He needs women who know that they are not what their lives say they are. They are what God made them to be. Like my daughter with special needs, she has more to give this world than it will ever give back to her. With a different body and mind, she is more blessed than we understand, because her soul lives eternally in love with herself and her Maker. She understands something that has taken me all of my life to figure out. She accepts herself just as she is. If she had not been given to me just as she is, I would not be the person I am today. Being her mother saved me in many ways. It readied me for life, and it gave me the courage to become more than I ever believed possible. Every story I have lived through has made me a light to different women with different challenges in different stages of their lives. One challenge I wish was not mine is to bear this. I live with the knowledge that one day I will either have to stand at my eldest daughter's grave or she will stand at mine. Both truths are unattractive to me. To leave her behind to this world is painful, but to have her go and leave us behind, the heartache of that is unspeakable. When I face that reality, everything else I've lived with pales in comparison. All the men who put me in harm's way or who harmed me themselves, they wither like a dead branch before me. Every injustice and selfishness I have faced is emptied. The people who did not help me because they caved to that base nature of human beings, rejoicing at someone else's suffering, well, they have become unrecognizable to me now. They hold no place in my light, because whether I leave this life first or my daughter does, either way, I will be a grieving mother. Oh, but what a story. I will grieve. Because today and every day, I rise knowing that I hold both joy and grief in my hands. As a woman, I learned that when love is true, the human spirit is indomitable. Not love from others, not a man or a child or a parent, but love that God breathes, the breath of love that formed me, and the love that I found for myself. Love that is generous and kind and giving. Love that does not harm or is malicious or angry. Love that seeks to heal, to create peace, and to always cause you to rise. As women, we need to give this to each other, because none but a woman understands how hard it is to be a woman. So help that girl who finds herself in a mess at 16. Mentor that sister who needs some direction in her life. If you cannot see a clear path for your life, go ask the woman who is walking confidently on her path. To the women who choose to be stay-at-home mothers, don't judge them. They are living their truth. For the woman who chooses a career, cheer her on. Balancing family and a job needs pillars, not stones. For the single woman looking for love and a future, pray for her. She needs someone to pray for her. To the divorcee, let it go. As long as you remember the details, hold the pain, he will always have you. Let him go. Step into your new life. One path is close to you. Another waits to be discovered. To the woman messing with another sister's mister, no, baby. No, no, no. You cannot build your happiness on another woman's tears. I have yet to see that path be clear of casualties of that war. To older women, learn from the younger women. They are teachers too. To younger women, seek the wisdom of older women. They have gone before you. They know a little something. I have lived 1,000 lives, and I would live it again if it means that my story changes one woman today. When you think of me, think of this. Where faith, hope, and love abide, every woman will succeed. Love your sisters, because love never fails. Never. God bless you, and I hope you enjoy that, and please share it far and wide. This is me, Desirae, from A Million Beautiful Pieces, sharing my story of faith, hope, and love with you, because I am every woman.